So every first Friday of October is National Barrel-Aged Beer Day, and I'm excited to celebrate it with you today. Hi, I'm Will, and welcome back to Ales and Insights, where I explore some awesome Bible truths and review some amazing beers. So if you like learning about God's Word or talking about craft beer, then subscribe if you haven't already and click that notification bell so you're notified each time I post a new video. So today, 1 October, is National Barrel-Aged Beer Day. So it's a great day to celebrate the patience and the craftsmanship and the artisanship that goes into producing these high-octane flavor bombs that are known as barrel-aged beers. Now, a barrel-aged beer is basically any beer that's been aged in a wood barrel or cask. And it could just be a simple wood barrel that might house a lambic or kind of a funky beer to give it a little bit of oakiness, a little bit of wood flavor and conditioning. Often, barrel-aged beers are placed in barrels that have been used previously for distilled spirits that gives it a pronounced kind of alcohol warmth and additional components to the flavor that just kind of amplify the flavor that's there in the base beer that goes into the barrel. Often brewed for special occasions by craft and artisan brewers. So many different types of alcohol barrels are used to age beer, and everything from bourbon to rum to whiskey, cognac, wine, even tequila. And there's a tremendous flavor variety that we get from barrel-aged beers. Now, the barrel-aged beer I'm going to try and share with you today is Dragon's Milk from New Holland Brewing in Holland, Michigan. Now, New Holland was founded in 1997 by Brett Vanderkamp, and since then has become a powerhouse in craft brewing. This particular ale is a bourbon barrel-aged stout that weighs in at 11%. I'm excited. Let's open it up and give it a try. All right, take a look at that. Looks like my glass is a little bit dirty, or maybe it's just cloudy from the condensation. But this has a thin, pretty small, very dark tan head. And the color is almost opaque, but a little bit of a dark brownish red when you hold it up to the light. Let's see what it smells like. Wow, definitely getting the bourbon. That's a given. You can also pick out the oak smell to it. I'm getting a rich chocolate scent. Definitely an espresso scent going on, and maybe some vanilla in the background. All right, let's give it a taste. Definitely a sipper. It's thick and almost oily. It's almost like a stew. It's such a robust mouthfeel and just texture to the beer. In terms of flavor, again, it's rich and robust. It's such a high volume flavor that you definitely want to sip this beer and enjoy it over time. The bourbon is actually subtle. There's definitely an alcohol warmth there, but it's very smooth and somewhat subtle. There's a well-defined espresso flavor there. I mean, it's like an espresso shot in your beer. And there's a hint of dark chocolate, maybe even a little bit more than a hint. There's a vanilla taste in the background. And then there's almost like dehydrated fruit, like raisins or dates, something along those lines. It's just such a powerful flavor. This is definitely a beer that stands up and shares itself with pride. So some barrel-aged beers are kind of over the top for me. They're a little much, especially when the alcohol comes through too strongly from the barrel it was aged in. But for me, this one is an 8 out of 10. It's very well crafted. It's a fine beer. It's definitely a sipper, something to enjoy slowly over an evening, but it is worth checking out. The Dragon's Head from New Holland. Give it a try, or try any barrel-aged beer for today, National Barrel-Aged Beer Day. Y'all, thanks for joining me. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Love God, love on each other, and enjoy living. Cheers.